as well as that of many adults thinking in his behalf. He is in Camp Phillips, 2.5 miles west of Haugen, Wisconsin. Here in this splendid setting of a far-seeing American businessman has invested time, money, and heart to provide this crucible of honor, manhood, and right thinking for some 5,000 boys of the Chippewa Valley District. Dedication Day, and in tribute to the man who made this camp possible, a parade leads off the ceremonies. This is indeed a great day for the Boy Scouts. The crowds of people, leading businessmen, educators, parents, Wisconsinites from many miles around, have ceremonies. Here is Louis E. Phillips, industrialist, humanitarian, American, who has been the moving spirit as well as donor of this $500,000 property in this superb gesture to youth and its future.
You will learn to keep your bodies physically strong, your minds mentally alert, your thoughts morally clean. Here, you will learn to know and appreciate the beauty and wonder of God's great out of doors. Here, you will learn initiative, self-reliance, honor, loyalty, consideration for the rights of others, kindness. These are the principles that make men good citizens. These are the qualities which build character and enable men to live in peace and harmony with each other. These are the virtues that make us free men. These are the living principles that will keep our country free and make it strong in the Council of Nations.
Representing the United States Air Force at the Camp Phillips dedication is General Nathan F. Twining.
And out here, you will develop an appreciation for some of the most satisfying, lasting pleasures possible for mortal man to enjoy. That is, the love of the sun and the sky and the storm, and the trees and the water, and all that lives and moves on the earth. This is something that will never leave you, no matter how old you may live to be. May this camp contribute to a fuller and richer life for every one of you, and for all the people who build it, and who share in your enjoyment of it. There is no finer thing they could have done. And I know that your happy times here for many years to come will make Camp Phillips an inspiration and an example for other communities all over America, which I certainly hope they will follow. Thank you very much.
In the lifetimes of these boys, they will undoubtedly cross many thresholds, but probably none will hold a greater thrill than this, their first entrance to Camp Phillips, and the wonders of nature and camping firsthand. There's no better way to achieve full understanding and appreciation of this splendid layout than to see it through the eyes of these boys. Let's become Boy Scouts for a bit and join them. Number one concern is health. Each boy is carefully checked by the camp physician, and a careful record kept of general condition. It may be added that most boys pick up a few pounds on the Camp Phillips regime. There are mighty few defects to be found among these robust young specimens, but they're all carefully examined just the same. There's no late sleeping here. When the sun gets up, so do the campers, bright and early with the notes of reveille from the bugler. A summons more than welcome to hearts eager for the day's adventures. Cleanliness must not be neglected, and each camper makes sure of a swift but thorough before breakfast wash-up to brighten eyes and lift spirits. And once this pleasant chore is out of the way, they head for mess hall, right now the most inviting spot in camp. Almost anything would taste good to this gang, but in keeping with the standards of the rest of Camp Phillips, the food is of top quality and perfectly cooked. No magician could make these wholesome meals disappear faster or more completely than these hungry youngsters. It has long been recognized that a closeness to nature and an understanding of her wonders is a vital influence in building character. Here, these boys are learning of nature by living with nature, studying firsthand the workings of God in the wonders of the forest. Hiking ranks high among the favorite sports at Camp Phillips. It's good fun, it's healthy, it's instructive, and the boys enjoy every minute of it. Where they're going doesn't make too much difference, just so long as they are going. Most important and forever valuable is the teaching of artificial respiration. The technique of this life-saving activity has changed materially in recent years. The older method was to place the victim on his back. The newer and better system is to respirate the endangered person as he lies face down by pressure from the rear. Every boy in Camp Phillips acquires this worthwhile knowledge, among many other things of lifelong value. Water sports are practiced with a sharp eye on safety. This, for example, is the buddy board, which teams boys in pairs for swimming. Using this system, the instructor blows a whistle at frequent intervals, which is a signal for each boy to find his partner and hold clasped hands aloft. Thus, there is no chance of a boy getting too far away before he's missed. However, it isn't the Camp Phillips policy to do anything halfway, and there's more to the combination of boys and water than just keeping them from harm. The expert instructors aim always at turning out first-class, all-around swimmers who acquire sufficient skill to assure them of real pleasure in swimming for the rest of their lives. How well this procedure pays is fully demonstrated by these kids doing their stuff around the Camp Phillips swimming dock. The delight with which they frolic in this sparkling Wisconsin lake bears testimony to the soundness of the idea. One of the more strenuous sports that encourages the competitive spirit and does a whale of a job of building young muscles at the same time is canoe racing. These boys are real hand-paddling experts at the end of a Camp Phillips season, and you can be mighty sure that the winners of any event will cherish their trophies with everlasting pride. All men, whether they're 8 or 80, usually get a great kick out of fishing. Being a good bait caster is considered a top accomplishment in any league at any age. And here at Camp Phillips, the boys get plenty of practice and expert coaching in this universal sport. This will be a source of pleasure and happy memories forever. In the modern world of today, few men are called upon to do much expert knot tying. However, from time immemorial, rope tying has been a fascinating diversion to boys, and in youthful activities has an important place. Here at Camp Phillips, as at all Boy Scout gatherings, the campers learn the secrets of the sheep shank, the square knot, and others. Rivalry runs high, and the winner is triumphant. The proper handling of campfires is traditional in scouting. Every Boy Scout learns how to build and light fires and how to do it right. No Camp Phillips Scout will ever be guilty of leaving a smoldering fire in the woods. Along with sensible treatment of fire goes camp cooking, and it's a cinch this forest fare is mighty tasty. Bow and arrow target shooting at Camp Phillips develops a quick eye and a sense of timing that will be of value to Camp Phillips men of tomorrow in many activities. No boy's life is complete until he has learned to properly handle and shoot a gun. But for both safety and satisfaction, he must learn to do it right. The flag goes up. This instruction is a must at Camp Phillips, and needless to say, is one of the most popular and eagerly attended of all activities. Come war or come peace, this is knowledge worth having. Yes, safety in every camp activity is a Camp Phillips watchword. In keeping with this ironclad rule is the maintenance of a fine, modern fire engine, always ready on an instant's notice to rush to any spot in the camp area. As you've seen, Camp Phillips is complete in every sense, in equipment, in personnel, in first-class operation. But surpassing all other elements is the scenic magnificence. Here is beauty that beggars description, beauty that carries a feeling of peace, permanence, and the gentle hand of God. which will instill in the hearts of Camp Phillips boys a deep and enduring love of nature. For all this, every boy who is enjoying its myriad advantages must feel a sense of gratitude to the wise, open-hearted businessman of this Wisconsin area who has made it all possible. Gratitude for a tomorrow which should be better for these boys, for the manner in which Camp Phillips has taught them to handle the responsibilities they must face. And for this foundation of a solid future for these boys, these men of tomorrow, let us all be grateful to the moving spirit behind the enterprise.